All right, so we do have two good announcements. The first is the next Casual Shenanigans Gaming Community event, which is 1 week from today, almost to the minute, because it's going to be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Battle for Novo. We are going to get together 2 teams of you guys, and we are going to duke it out in Novo up north. Dave is going to lead a group, and I am going to lead a group. And we're going to be meeting at Novo at like 7:40, 7:45 on stable regular, not experimental and not hardcore, because we got like 4 different versions of the game now. So I just want to be super clear. And the plan is, it's going to be kind of like a free-flowing plan, but the basic plan is Dave and I will each lead a team. However many of you guys there are, we'll just split them in half. Dave and I will each take a team along with any of the Casual Shenanigans guys that are there.
It's like dodgeball in high school, basically.
Pretty much.
You and you.
And I'm hoping I get Joel as a teammate, actually, Ultra. I feel like I could use his particular skills for this. But we're going to differentiate the teams with hats. So come with a beret and a baseball hat if you can find both of those. Try to find both of those and bring them. Also, so that if anyone can't find one, other people will have one. But that's how we're going to differentiate the teams, is baseball hats and berets. So bring those. And this short clip,
if you forget, prepare to be berated.
I'm so glad Mark is here for this.
Or you get to wear the construction hat of shame. Only yellow ones, so we can see you from a long ways off.
and not pristine either.
But the basic idea is we'll meet up, and then Dave and I will each take our groups for maybe a half hour. Hopefully not any longer than a half hour. I'm thinking just long enough to go out into the woods, get organized, and then come back into town. And the objective will be, I guess, to fight to the top of the town hall.
We should each bring a flag to bring to the top, like some sort of item you can bring to the top.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that, so people just don't like the lucky person sprints inside and just gets all the way up without a sniper hitting them. We'll think about that. There's some objective.
Some Dark Souls 2 strategy there.
Yeah, I did that last night, Dave. We were playing Dark Souls 2, and I beat a boss, and I went for the bonfire, and I didn't see it, so I kept running. I ran all the way through an entire sector. Didn't fight anybody. I couldn't stop. Like, if I stopped, they'd catch me.
You just beat Dark Souls.
No, they killed me.
Actually, yeah, you guys in the chat, put up some ideas for what kind of flags we could raise for the teams. Like maybe one team has a
what do we do in Novo?
Stove or,
yeah, something, because I don't want it to be like, if someone gets to the town hall before anyone else, they could just sprint to the top, and no one would be able to shoot them from the outside unless they got a lucky shot through a window. So we don't want it to be that easy. Maybe it's like take and hold.
First person to cook a steak.
You have to hold the top for 10 minutes.
Oh, would that be get to the top and cook a steak to completion on like
stake your claim?
Can you make a fire inside?
I think you can cook steak on the frying pan on the portable stove. But you know, now someone's gonna bring a cooked steak with them in their backpack.
No, you and I will have the raw steaks.
Okay.
So if one of us dies, someone has to come get the raw steak and get it up to. Okay, that's what's gonna be. I like this. You can tell we've done a lot of prep work for this.
Damn it! I wasn't trying to help.
Dave and I will have steaks of a non-specified animal. We will. And maybe we'll have different stakes to say which team it is. I don't know.
This is like the arm band getting to a concert here. It changes every night.
But yeah, well, if you get to the top, and you'll have to be able to cook a steak. You have to hold the top long enough to cook a steak, and then the leader will eat it. And if we're dead, then like whoever's next in line, there won't really be that good of a chain of command. Based on the Battle for Bears, things are going to fall apart fairly quickly. We're just hoping plenty of people die in between. You are welcome to run back and join the fight. It's farther away from the coast, so there will be less of that, I'm sure. And that's basically it, guys. So that is the first announcement. Now, you might be thinking, okay, whose Teamspeak are we going to use? Because we've used different ones in the past. Well, here is the next announcement. We have a new Teamspeak server, which in itself is not that cool because we've had several of them. But this is paid for out of you guys' Patreon money that you keep giving us for whatever reason. I mean, sorry, we appreciate it. But this is a new TeamSpeak server. We have paid to host through gameservers.com because we've been having issues with where ours is hosted. We were hosting it on Yako's computer, and Comcast has been giving him the short end of the stick. So
very surprising, actually.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
shocked,
I mean,
personally.
Comcast, you wouldn't think, but so yeah, we have got a new TeamSpeak server, and the reason this is significant is because it is for all of you guys as well. This is the TeamSpeak server we're going to be using for everything we do, and we do have a password-protected channel on it, so we can record without someone like hopping in and going, "Hey, what's up, guys? Wait, are y'all doing something? Oops!" Just to avoid that.
Hi, internet.
Right, just to avoid that happening by accident, we have a password-protected channel, but it is free for anyone to use. If you want to get your friends together and play and you need a TeamSpeak server, you're welcome to use it. This is what we'll be using for all our casual shenanigans events. It's a 50-slot server. I can bump it up if we need to. But thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. We have plans we're working on right now for some big improvements for stuff that will be coming from Patreon money, but this is something quick we wanted to do. Just go ahead and get that up. And it's nice that we don't have to worry about restarting the computer it's on or anything like that.
We were actually trying to record the first part of the Wanderers episode. We had it all planned out. We had our tent. There were like 9 of us getting on to record the campsite scene. And Edgar's internet connection, Yako, his TeamSpeak was so bad. It was like you were calling from a cell phone in like Arizona, like out in the desert, like, or maybe even the moon. The bitrate was like 2.
Yeah, it was really bad. So like we actually got frustrated enough. I was like, how much Patreon money do we have? Okay, we're buying a TeamSpeak server or renting.
We're all talking like on direct chat in game as Jeremiah buys a desperate TeamSpeak server, but it was a pretty decent one, it looks like. So